And there is more and more good news on the Indian economic front, where India's gross domestic product has in fact grown at a very impressive 7.8% for the April till June quarter. This is the highest growth rate of any major economy in the world, and this is also the highest growth rate in almost over a year. So India with this continues to have the tag of the fastest growing major economy in the world. The GDP growth is still down compared to the same quarter last year, though. In the April-June quarter last year, India's GDP had grown by a jaw-dropping 13.1%. But the latest figures are still very high in comparison with the January to March quarter this year, when the Indian economy had grown by about 6.1%. The latest growth figure is also good news for the government, which is slightly higher than the estimates. A recent Reuters poll estimated that India's GDP would grow by about 7.7% in the quarter that ended on the 30th of June. And yet the figures are slightly lower than the Indian Central Bank's estimate of 8%, marginally less. Meanwhile, a separate report shows that India's infrastructural sector, or the core manufacturing sector, has grown by a very healthy 8% in the month of July. Now, the growth in India's 8 key infrastructure industries, that is coal, crude oil, steel, cement, electricity, fertilizers, refinery products and natural gas, was slightly lower than the 8.2% that was recorded in the month of June. In July 2022, the core sector growth stood at about 4.8%. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.